Hello everyone! So we are at the third video of the week. We're seeing the first part of the first series today, but there's going to be more of a rhythm and more repetition. So let's start. Let's start with standing. So we're standing in Samastitihi in front of the mat. The outer arches of the feet are parallel, so there's a slight internal rotation of your legs. Thigh bones drawing towards the back of your thighs, tailbone dropping down in between your heels, which lifts the pubic bone. Yeah? So we're inhaling, thigh bones back and slightly pushing the tibias forward. Lower sternum slightly in, so the back of the heart remains open. Upper sternum up, extending the arms, back of the head rising up. So here always the movement follows the breath. We begin to inhale, then externally rotating the shoulders. From the kidneys here, from the bottom of the rib cage, we lifting the arms, lowering the inner shoulder blades. As you exhale, the weight of the hips goes back. We're folding forward without letting go of the kneecaps. We're just pushing the tibias forward to not hyperextend the back of the knees. Releasing the spine, releasing your head. Inhaling, back muscles contract, extending the front of the body, looking slightly forward. As you exhale, tibias push forward to bend the knees, hands down, pinkies touching the sides of the mat. We're finding ourselves in the plank. From the plank, remember, when we pass to up dog, down dog, plank, you can always decide to take your knees down on the mat. Inhaling, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, shoulders above the wrists, inner heels pushing back, exhaling, plank, inhaling in the plank, and exhaling, downward dog. So here for our first down dog, we're going to stay for a few breaths. You can bend your knees, extending both sides of your torso. And then you can stop to walk. And without bending the elbows, bending the knees and walking your feet forward, landing in Samastitihi. Outer arches of the feet parallel, inhaling, thigh bones back, extending the front of the body, and exhaling, releasing belly, your head, your shoulders. Inhaling, coming halfway up, now extending your fingers, your arms, externally rotating the shoulders, dropping your tailbone to come up, and here from the kidneys, extending your arms up, parallel to one another, and exhaling, descending your arms. Surya Namaskar B. So here, quads are still really active, lifting the kneecaps. You want to bend your knees by pushing the tibias forward, stronger than you ground your femurs to the back thighs. Floating ribs to your kidneys, lifting the arms from the kidneys. Outer armpits stretching to your fingertips. As you exhale, coming up, hips back and folding forward. Remember, you're still lifting the kneecaps, but pushing the tibias forward may bend your knees slightly. Inhaling, back muscles contract, coming halfway up. Exhaling, bending your knees, hands down. Pinkies touching the sides of the mat. We're coming into the plank. You can always take your knees down, come to a half up dog. For a moment, you can lift the back of the thighs. Knees down, drawing lower abdomen to your spine, and coming to the down dog. Now, without bending the back knee, the left knee, lunging right foot inside the right hand. Right knee is above the right ankle, the right thigh is parallel to the ground. Getting all of the weight coming into the lunge. So here, floating ribs to your kidneys, first lift, 8 times. Shoulders remain quiet. Tongue releasing away from your palate, the back of the left thigh lifting. And one more. And the weight's down, hands down, right foot back. You can pass from the plank up dog. Back of the upper arms pushing into your hands to lift the armpits. As you exhale, plank. Inhale in the plank and exhale, inner thighs drawing back. Without bending the right knee, left foot forward. Now extending through the right inner heel, left knee above the left ankle, coming up. Sitting on the left buttock. Here floating ribs to your kidneys. And then again. Inhaling as you lower down. So keep your breath smooth. The jaw is not involved. The eyes are relaxed. Lifting the back of the right thigh. 3 more. And a last one. Taking the weights down, hands down, left foot back. So from the plank, inhale, Urdhva Mukha, neutral. And exhale, plank, widen upper back. Draw lower abdomen to your spine and draw those inner thighs back, keeping the back of the knees soft. And then walking your feet behind your hands, open in 45 degrees. And then the knees will bend in the same direction as your toes are pointing. So now, one hand into the other. Remember, sacrum in and down as you come up. Lifting pubic bone when you arrive up there and open your lungs. Exhale. Knees bending in the same direction as the toes are pointing. 3 more. And here we're going to begin to bounce, just softly. Let your arms swing back as you do so. Remember in the first video, if there's knee pain, you don't hoop. You just go back to the first variation, stepping 1 inch before the pain. Last one. Okay. So now we can kick a few times. Let your heartbeat harmonize with your breath. Jaw is soft. The back of the heart filling up with your breath. You can always decide to stop the video, to return to your breath before starting again, if I go too quickly. Now we're coming into the third variation. Feet open 45 degrees, inner arch lifting, sacrum in, down. Okay. So settling into your posture, into your squat, taking the belt like the goblet, back of the head rising, the tongue not active, not tucked to your palate. Deep breath in. And as you push the outer arches of your feet down, sacrum in and down, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Always through your nose. And the last one. Super. So taking the big weight on the side, coming up. Can kick in a few times. And we're gonna have 1 repetition of these 3 squats. So again, let your breath flow, let your tongue fall, and we're starting again. Outer arches of the feet down. I explained in the first video, but if there's knee pain here, your work is here. You're stopping the squat just before the pain, and you're working from there. skipping the jumping, and then you can do the third variation. Yeah? Okay, we're starting. Outer arches of the feet, pushing down. Deep breath in, upper sternum up, sacrum in and down. Exhale. Inhale. When you get used to this practice, I often put music during the SFS training. So at the beginning and at the end, just gentle Zen meditation music. But when we start with the more movement and lifting the weights, now we start to whoop. You can put your favorite soundtrack. Make it fun, joyful. 3 more. And okay. Then kicking a few times. Let your body breathe. Settling into samastitihi. Wait to get ready for your body to be completely ready to go on. And even if the breath, heartbeat are not completely balanced, you can start to settle into your squat gently. So pushing mount of the big toe, the back and the center of the heel, spreading the toes to have more space in between each of the mounts. Pushing the outer arches of the feet down so that the knees don't collapse inwardly. Getting hold of the big weight, widening at the collarbone. Deep breath in, and then sacrum in and down. Then inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Tongue falling away from the palate, and the gaze is soft. And a last one. Okay. Now rolling the weight on the side, hands down, walking back. Now, from this plank, taking the knees on the ground, sacrum in and down. Upper heart rising. The front of the armpits rising, back of the head rising. And as you exhale, contracting lower abdomen. So extending the spine. Big toes touching, now pressing. Seat on your heels. Forehead on the ground. Just be with your breath here. No apprehension. Jaw releasing. Tongue releasing. And here, without bending the elbows, come back on your knees, tuck your toes, and come to the down dog. So now we're gonna come into Warrior One, tossing the left foot 2 inches to the left and internally rotate that heel so the thigh will outwardly rotate. And pass right foot inside the right hand. Lowering the right buttock, right knee above the right ankle. We're getting hold of the small weights, keeping the right knee above the right ankle, coming here, right thigh parallel to the ground, left leg extended, so pushing the outer arch of the left foot, shoulders low, and when you're ready, exhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. So as you lift the arms, the inner shoulder blades descend. And the last one. Now, weights down, hands on the floor, right leg back from the plank. Inhaling, pull these inner heels back, heart forward, upper sternum up. Exhaling, plank. Lifting the center of your armpits and pass to down dog as you push inner hands down. Now we're tossing the right foot to the right, pivoting right heel inwardly, pushing the outer arch of the right foot down, and lunging left foot forward. Descending the left buttock until the left knee is above the left ankle. Get hold of the weights and come up. Sitting on the left buttock, floating ribs to your kidneys, and when you're ready, pushing the outer arch of the right foot down. So the right thigh externally rotates, but the right hip internally rotates. So even if your heartbeat is fast, breathe deep and slow. Three more. Exhaling as you lift the arms, shoulders almost not involved. And taking the weights down, hands down, left foot back, plank. Inhaling, Urdhva Mukha. The eyes of the elbows turn forward, the back of the arms, the upper arms active, and exhaling, plank. Lower abdomen to your spine and passing to the down dog. From the down dog, we're going to walk the feet forward. So the feet open 45 degrees, lowering the pelvis. And prayer pose. Thumbs toward your heart, widening at the collarbones, pushing outer arches of the feet down, elongating the front of your body. Few breaths here. So here we're in for last round of our squats. One hand into the other, pushing the outer heel, mount of the big toe, sacrum in, sacrum down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Now we're starting to hoop, softly, gently. Two more. One more. Yes. Kicking in a few times. Samastitihi. Let the body breathe happily. And here the last variation with the big bell. Taking your time. So here actually you would want to pass the frontal hips in front of the thigh bones. Pushing mounts of the big toes, outer heels. Taking the big dumbbell, widening at the collarbone. Tongue away from the palate. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, pushing the outer arch of the feet, lifting pubic bone. Inhale. Just 5, 4. Always through the nose. If the mouth wants to open, skip a rep. And the last one. And lower down. Tossing the big weight on the side. And now prayer pose, extending the arms forward and coming to sit. Now, the feet are flat on the ground. You can lift your toes, spread them apart, extending the legs, squeezing inner thighs towards each other, and we're laying down slowly, 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 slowly. Okay, so knees bent. Thighs parallel to one another. descending the shoulder blades as you take them closer together, opening the arms. And as you keep the left shoulder down, take your knees on the right, just actually letting them go on the right. As you let go of your upper jaw, the neck will surrender. Letting go of your eyes. And then shoulders are heavy, take your knees back up. Right shoulder heavy, let your knees go on the left. Buttock completely releases. And as you exhale, come back to the center. Let your knees open, both sides. Supta Baddha Konasana. Connecting the outer arches for a moment and just letting go. So the breath regulates itself, surrendering to your body weight on each out breath. And then knees lifting up, and we're gonna settle into Shavasana, extending the legs, opening the legs, flatten your sacrum, opening the arms on both sides. You can lower the shoulder blades. And just settling here for a good 2, 3, 4 minutes. It's a very demanding practice, needing enough time for good integration, good rest, and beautiful introspection.